Okay, in our last video we introduced you to the HTML head, title, body, and H1, H4 tags, and we left off with this inconsistency that I created here when I first wrapped a heading 1 around this header that goes in the body, but then I changed it to H4 and yet it still worked just fine. So the danger is people will start to think, well, it's not a big deal if I have problems. Let me show you, and I explained the danger of that then is that different browsers, although every browser whether it's Microsoft's Edge, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, whatever, each of these are different companies that will all follow the W3C standards, but when a web page doesn't follow the standard, it's up to them how they want to decide how to handle errors like this one. So if you don't want your web page to look differently in different browsers, you need to make sure that you follow the latest HTML5 standard. So there's a couple things we need to do to check and make sure we're always following the standards. First of all, we need to tell the page up at the very top here which standard we're going to follow. And to do that, we use this doctype tag. All right, so this is a rare tag in that capitalization matters. You need to have this exclamation point to start it off with, capitalized doctype, lowercase HTML. So this HTML means that it's going to follow the HTML5 standard. There's a much bigger, longer, uglier code here to tell it if we're going to follow one of the older standards that's needed. But we start by putting this here so each browser knows, okay, when I see these tags, which standard should I use to render or display the page? So now how can we check and make sure that we're actually following the standard in the page? That is the role of, open up a new browser and let's go to w3c.org. Okay, this is the standards body that decides what standard HTML is. Now, they have this great tool called, if you come here and go to validator.w3.org, that will let us put our code in there and actually check and see if we're following standards or not. So here's what we're going to do. There's 3 ways we can validate it. We can give it the URL of our website. Well, the problem with that is if I just come here and try to copy this URL in, it won't work because my laptop is not a server. It's not connected to the web and it's not in World Wide Web standard format. So it's not going to be able to see this page and validate it by the URI, it calls it. We can upload our file, that would work fine. Or if we have very little code to begin with, we can just copy and paste all the code right in here. So let's do that. Let's go back here to our code. Command or Control A, Command or Control C to copy it. Command or Control V to paste, and click check. Because we have this doctype right here, it knows that we're trying to follow the HTML5 standard. And so it says down here, we found one error in your code. The end tag H1 is seen, but there were open elements of a different type is what it means. In other words, and then it points us right here to this line that says something's wrong with this H1 right here. Now it's not going to come out and say, all right, come here to H1, change that to H4. It's not going to get specific and tell you how to fix it, but it'll give you a clue as to where you might have the problem. It's up to you to look at that and then identify, okay, when it says there were open elements, what does that mean? Well, notice how each of our elements, we have an opening tag and a closing tag marked by this / in front of the same name of the tag we used to open. Head is opened here, closed there. Title is open here, closed there. Open here, closed here. This one's opened, but it's not closed. In other words, there's not a matching H4 with a /. So this is where we come to find out what the problem is. I come here and say, okay, well, let's assume I fix this in my code. Is it happy now? Yep, document checking completed, no errors or warnings to show, all is good. So I didn't change it in my web page there, I just changed it in the editor. I still have to come back here and say, okay, now, oops, change it right here, and my code is now valid. So from here on out, throughout the rest of this tutorial, we're going to come back occasionally and double check our code against that validator tool provided by the W3C and make sure that we're always following HTML5 standards.